We'll get started sitting on our heels today. So in Seiza or hero pose, so you can use a block for this. Place a block underneath your bum and sit on your block. Keep your strap close by, or you can fold up your blanket and sit on the blanket. If this is not comfortable, just come into a comfortable cross-legged seat. Just starting here to ground ourselves. Placing both hands on your palms on your thighs. Drop your shoulders, tuck your chin in slightly. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and let it out. One more time, deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and let it out. Now feel your lips breathing in and out through your nose. Gently close your eyes. Deep, smooth inhales and long, smooth exhales. Breathing in and out through the nose. Breathing in yoga is typically done through the nose. About 5 deep breaths here to ground ourselves, arrive on our mat before starting our practice. Sit up tall, imagining your spine elongating, the crown of your head reaching up to the ceiling and rooting down with your sit bones. Again, if this is not comfortable, you can just come to a crisscross applesauce, comfortable seated position. Gently open your eyes on your next inhale. Sweep your arms up, palms touch, gaze up at your thumbs. Exhale, palms come to heart center. One more time, inhale, take your arms up, palms touch, gaze up at your thumbs. Exhale, palms come to heart center. Let's start class with 1 Om. Tuck your chin in slightly. Exhale all the air out. Take a deep breath in for the Om. Om. Gently open your eyes. Again, sweep your arms up, interlace your fingers, press your palms up to the ceiling. Imagine your spine elongating towards the ceiling, maybe taking your gaze up. Feel the elongation through your side body. One more deep inhale here. Exhale, lean over to the right, breathe into the left side of the body. Maybe you can turn your heart up to the ceiling and gaze up as well. Breathe here. Stretching out the sides of our body after long nights of hopefully restful sleep. Inhale, slowly come back to the center. Exhale, lean over to the left. Again, turn your heart up to the ceiling and gaze up if you want. If that's not comfortable, you can keep your gaze forward. Breathing into the right side of the body, breathing into the separation in your ribs. Make sure your biceps are by your ears, no ballet arms. Inhale, slowly come back to the center. Exhale, sweep your arms down behind you, interlace your fingers behind you, cow pose and seated position, puffing your heart out and gazing up to the ceiling. Exhale, sweep your arms to the front, interlace your fingers and press them forward, cat pose, seated cat pose, rounding your back here, dropping your chin to your chest. 3 more like that. Inhale, sweep your arms behind you, interlace your fingers, puff your heart, gaze up, maybe coming forward to your sit bones, to the front of your sit bones. Exhale, sweep your arms forward, interlacing your fingers and pressing them out, seated cat pose, rounding your back, tucking your chin in. Inhale, sweep your arms back, seated cow, gaze up, heart up. Exhale, seated cat, sweeping your arms forward, interlacing your fingers and pressing it out, rounding your back. Last time, really exaggerate the movement in your spine. We are just warming up our spine early in the morning. And sweep your arms forward with your exhale, pressing it out. And slowly release. Let's take a twist. Left hand comes to the outside of your right knee. Right hand tucks behind your left thigh, gazing over to the left. Sit up tall again, spinning from your belly button. Breathe here into your twist. Slowly come back to center. Take the opposite side, right hand to the outside of your left knee. Left hand sweeps behind you to tuck behind your right thigh. Spin from your belly button and gaze to the left. Again, imagine the crown of the head elongating, your spine stacked erect. Breathe into your twist. And release, shake it out. Let's do a few flashlights. So bring your arms by your side. Go ahead and squeeze your palms together, tucking all your fingers in. Squeeze, 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 making a tight fist here. Squeezing, squeeze, 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 and open it out, flashlight. One more time like that. Make a tight fist. Squeeze your palms together. Squeeze, 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 and flashlight. Open them up. Last time. Make a tight fist. Squeeze, 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 and open. Flashlight. Take your arms out and rotate your shoulders. Other way. Grab your strap. If you don't have a strap, then that's what you'll do is just rotate your arms out. If you have your strap, grab a strap, or maybe you have a belt or a scarf or something that you can grab. Go ahead and grab it out. Grab it, and like maybe it's a lot wider than your shoulders to start with, and then you can go ahead and tighten the strap if you feel that your shoulders are pretty mobile today. So drop your strap down to your knees. On your next inhale, slowly with straight elbows, lift the strap over your head. On the exhale, drop the strap behind you, straight elbows all the way down to the back. Inhale, slowly bringing the strap back up above your head. Exhale, drop the strap down. One more time. Inhale, lift the strap above your head. Exhale, drop the strap behind you. Inhale, one more time. Lift the strap up. Exhale, go ahead and drop it. If you want, now if you feel that this is too easy for you, you can go ahead and tighten the strap. If it's tough for you, make sure you have more slack on the strap. Either way, pulling the strap apart and keeping your elbows extended as you do this. Let's do this 2 more times. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, drop it down. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, take it down. Last time here, building that shoulder mobility. Inhale, up. Exhale, behind you. Inhale, back up. Exhale, down. And release the strap, put it away to the side. Come on to your tabletop position, removing your block or your blanket, anything you had. Setting up your tabletop, let's set up our hands first. Pressing your palms down by spreading your fingers wide. You want to make sure your index finger is kind of sort of pointing forward. You're pressing down with each knuckle, with each fingertip, so that you're not dumping too much weight into your wrists. Move your hands one palm print forward, tuck your toes in, and send your hips back to your heels. From here, you're going to just simply lift your hips straight up to the sky, coming into a first downward facing dog of the day. It's probably pretty early in the morning for most of us. So keep a slight bend in your knee. The focus is to elongate your spine. So push the mat away. Look up at your hands. Your hands are shoulder distance apart. Your index finger, like I said, is pointing forward. If you press your hands forward, drop your chest towards your thighs. Your feet are hip distance apart. So keeping a slight bend in your knees, start pedaling your legs out. Bend one knee, press the opposite heel to the mat, and then change sides. Keep doing this, breathing into the backs of your legs, warming up our calf muscles, our hamstrings, our glutes. Downward facing dog, inverted V. This is a full body stretch. And then come to a still down dog. You can still keep that bend in your knee and try to reach the heels down to the floor. They don't need to touch. Suck in your belly button and try to lift your sit bones up. Press your arms forward as you bring your chest closer to your thighs. Your spine is elongated, so you're looking like an inverted V here, except with bent knees if it's still early in the morning for you. Breathe here. Take a deep breath in and exhale it out. One more deep breath in and exhale it out. Last time, deep inhale and exhale it out. Look up at your hands and slowly walk between your hands. Feet come hip distance apart. Grab opposite elbows, keeping that bend in your knees, and take ragdoll. Maybe sway from side to side. Notice the stretch in your hips. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. And then just hang here for a bit. You can still make any sort of movements you need to. The goal here is to elongate your spine down to the mat using the 10 to 12 pounds that your head weighs. You can keep a bend in your knee, but slowly start lifting your sit bones up so that you can feel the stretch in your hamstrings and your glutes. 2 more deep breaths here. And release your hands down to the mat. On your next inhale, bend your knees a lot and slowly roll all the way up to standing. Vertebrae by vertebrae, stacking one vertebrae on top of the other. Exhale, roll your shoulders back and down. Let's start with sun salutations. Your feet are hip distance apart. Your toes are in, heels are out, just slightly, so that the outside edges of the feet are parallel to the edges of your mat. On your next inhale, sweep your arms all the way up, palms touch, gaze up at your thumbs. On the exhale, hinge at your hips and fold it all the way down, Uttanasana, forward fold. We're going to take half sun salutation to start with. So on the inhale, feel your heart, lift up, look up, half lift here, suck in your belly button, reach the crown of the head forward. It's like you're peering over the edge of the cliff by shifting your weight to the balls of your feet. On the exhale, fold forward again. Let your head and neck go. You don't need to hold your head and neck up in forward fold. Inhale, one more time, half lift. Reach the crown of the head forward. Suck in your belly button, flat back. I should be able to balance my cup of coffee on your back. Exhale, fold forward, Uttanasana. Last time here, inhale, half lift. Reach the crown of the head forward. Suck in your belly button. Tip your weight slightly forward to the balls of your feet. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, bend your knees a lot, sweep your arms all the way up to the sky, coming up tall to a standing position, gaze up at your thumbs. Exhale, palms come to heart center, Samastitihi, and down by your side, mountain pose. Again, we'll do the half sun salutation now. Inhale, sweep your arms up, palms touch, gaze up at your thumbs. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it all the way down, Uttanasana. Let your head and neck go. Inhale, half lift, reaching the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold forward again. Inhale, reach your arms up, reaching your fingertips to the sky, upward salute. Exhale, palms come to heart center and down by your side. Taking it one step further now, breaking down sun salutation A. Inhale, sweep your arms up, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it all the way down, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Reach the crown of the head forward. On the exhale, bend your knees a lot, plant your palms and take it back to a high plank, holding it in high plank for a few breaths. Push the mat away, start off a push-up here, suck in your belly button and squeeze your thighs up. You don't want to drop your hips down or lift them up too high, but squeezing your thighs, squeezing your belly button, your hips and your shoulders at the same level. Keeping this engagement, if this is too tough, you can always drop your knees straight down, but still keeping that engagement, feeling like your upper body is a single plank. That's why it's called a plank pose. Reaching back with your heels, reaching forward with the crown of your head, building a lot of shoulder strength, core strength here. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop your knees, your chest, your chin, Ashtanga Pranam, squeezing your elbows by your side, half push up. Come all the way down onto your bellies, untuck your toes, inhale, cobra pose. Peel your heart up, squeeze your elbows by your side again. Exhale, forehead comes to mat. One more time, inhale, cobra pose. Drop your shoulders away, squeeze your elbows by your side, peel your heart up. Exhale, forehead comes to mat. Last time, press the tops of the feet down, your big toe is digging into the mat. Peel your heart up. This time, I want you to use the strength of your back muscles to lift your palms off the mat. Hold it here, breathe. Building a lot of back strength here. Holding it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, forehead comes to mat. On your next inhale, tuck your toes and come up into a tabletop. Exhale, send your hips back and lift it straight up, downward facing dog. Breathe here. That was your sun salutation, A, broken down, pausing everywhere. Next time, we'll just pause in downward facing dog. Breathe here. Push the mat away, keeping the integrity of the pose. You can make any sort of movements you need to, but if you can find that stillness, go for it. The purpose of all yoga is to find that stillness in our body to be able to meditate. Last deep inhale. Exhale it out. Look up to the front and step between your hands. Inhale, half lift, reach the crown of the head forward. Exhale, fold forward, let your head and neck go. Inhale, sweep your arms up, upward salute all the way up to the sky. Exhale, palms come to heart center and down by your side. Surya Namaskara A this time. We will not be pausing in each pose. I will show you the easier version, and then we can, next time around, we can take it to a full push-up pose and an upward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your arms up, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, reach the crown of the head forward, suck in your belly button. Exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, take it back to a high plank, lower down to a low plank. Inhale, baby cobra, peel your heart up, releasing the tops of the feet down. Exhale, tuck your toes back in and lift up, downward facing dog. Breathe here, 5 deep breaths. Last deep inhale. Empty out your lungs. Look up to the front, step walk between your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale and fold. Inhale, sweep up to upward salute all the way up to the sky, reaching your fingertips up. Exhale, palms to heart center. Samastitihi and down by your side, mountain pose. Surya Namaskara A. One last time this time. We'll do the full expression of the low plank, the push-up, and go to an upward facing dog. You can stick with cobra and the knees, chin, chest if you want. Inhale, sweep your arms up, palms touch, gaze up. Exhale, swing forward to a forward fold, hinging at your hips. Inhale, half lift, reach the crown of the head forward. On the exhale, bend your knees, plant your palms, take it back to a high plank, to a low plank, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. If your knees are down, make sure you can do the pose completely. Exhale, downward facing dog. Again, there's no need to come to an upward facing dog or the full expression of the push-up. You can just stick with knees, chin, chest, and cobra. until you get the hang of it. 3 more deep breaths here. Last deep inhale. Exhale all the air out. On your next inhale, step your left foot forward between your hands and go ahead and spin around to face the long edge of the mat. Whichever side is easier for you, we'll be facing the long edge of the mat to come into a forward fold. Slowly come all the way up. From here, we are going to go into a warrior two pose. So spin your right toes to point to the short edge of the mat, to the front of the mat or the back of the mat. Your back foot is turned 45 degrees so that the edge of the back foot is parallel with the other edge of the short edge of the mat. There's a heel to toe alignment. Reach your arms out, bend your front knee and sit down. So you're keeping your torso erect. You're not leaning forward or leaning back, but sucking in your belly button and dropping your tail straight down. Reach your arms out as if somebody is pulling you apart, and keep a soft gaze over your front fingers. Generous bend in your front knee, but your back leg is strong and straight, pressing the back edge of the back foot. Warrior two, Virabhadrasana 2. Hold it here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2. Last breath here. On your next inhale, sweep your right hand all the way up to reverse warrior. Keep that bend in the front knee, so when you come up, make sure your knee doesn't straighten. Keep the back leg strong. Again, breathing into the side body here from your fingertips to your hips. Slowly come back to the front. Straighten your front knee for Trikonasana. So both your legs are straight now. Neither of the legs are bent. You're reaching your right fingertips forward. Reach forward, reach without rounding your back, and drop your fingertips where they land, either your shin, your ankle, or maybe grabbing your big toe. Spin your heart to the front. Take your left hand up. You can keep your gaze here, or maybe turn your gaze up to the ceiling. Trikonasana, triangle pose. Both your legs are strong. You're pressing your feet down, getting all the strength from there to keep your balance. Again, keep your core engaged in all poses. Hold it here and breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, slowly come back up, using the strength of your legs, and hands come to your hips. Turn your left toes out to face the short edge of the mat. Turn your right foot in, again, so that the edge of your feet is parallel to the short edge of the mat. Heel to toe alignment here. Sweep your arms out. Bend your front knee. Warrior two on the other side. Soft gaze over your left fingers this time. Breathe. 4, 3. Generous bend in your front knee. Back leg is strong. You're pressing the back edge of the back foot into the mat, keeping all that engagement through your right quad muscle here. So pulling up through the quad, pressing the foot down. A lot of engagement, strong, steady warriors. Breathe. Last deep breath. On your next inhale, flip your left palm and reverse your warrior. Don't forget about the bend in your left knee. You're not going to release the bend. You're simply going to flip the arm and reverse your warrior. Again, imagine that straight line from your fingertips to your hips, stretching all the way along the side of the body. Slowly come back to center. Straighten your front knee for Trikonasana. So both legs are straight now, but keeping that engagement, pressing into the mat, and pulling up through your quad muscles. Reach your arms out, reach your left fingertips forward. Imagine yourself being pressed between two panes of glass and you can just go in a single plane. Reach forward without rounding your back, reach, reach, reach. And when you've reached your edge, drop your fingertips where they land. Take your right hand up. You can gaze straight forward. If it bothers your neck, if not, you can gaze up to your left thumb. Hold it here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press your feet down. Use your core to come all the way up to standing. And release. Street pose. Start challenging our balance early in the morning here. Come up to standing. Ground yourself. Feet are hip distance apart. Make sure you have your balance. Make sure you have gathered your breath. Bring your right knee up to your heart, to your chest, and then spin the right knee open and take the sole of the foot to your groin. Or maybe you take it to the bottom half of your leg. Just avoid your knee. You don't want to put any pressure on your knee. So standing up tall here. So as much as you're pressing your foot into your standing leg is pressing back so that you don't have sassy hips. Palms come to heart center. You can just stay here or make any sort of expression with your hands, either lotus hands or maybe growing your tree all the way up. Hold it here, breathe. 5 deep meditative breaths. Palms come back to heart center. Bring your right knee back up. Don't drop it right away. Send it out and lift that foot up. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Shake it out. You're building a lot of strength in your standing leg as well as in your core muscles here. Any sort of balancing pose does that. Rooting down with your right foot now. Go ahead and lift your left knee up. Spin the knee open and plant the foot on the inside of your upper part of your leg or lower part, but avoiding your knee. Or you can just use those toes as a kickstand. It's still early in the morning. And making any sort of expression with your hands, maybe interlacing your fingers behind you. Hold it here, breathe for 5 deep meditative breaths. Again, making sure that you're pressing your standing leg back into your foot so that you don't have sassy hips. Palms come back to heart center. Bring your left knee back up again. Send that leg out. Lift that foot up for 5, 4, pulse, 3, 2, 1. And release, shake it out. Come to the top of your mat. Take your feet as wide as the mat, toes point out this time. You're going to slowly squat all the way down, sending your fingertips, arms forward. Your thumb is facing up. Send your hips back and sit down, kind of like a modified chair. Again, suck in your belly button and tuck your tail in. Breathe here, no Kardashian booty. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down a little bit. Your thighs are now parallel to the mat. Hold it here. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly come all the way down, Malasana, yogi squat. If this is not easy for you, place a block or rolled up blanket underneath your hips. Just going to hold here for a couple of breaths, not too long. Opening your groins out here. And slowly come all the way back. So it's telling me that my meeting will end in 10 minutes. Slowly come down to sit onto your backs. We're almost done. You're just going to do a couple more poses here, boat pose, bridge pose, and a twist. So plant your feet down and grab the backs of your thighs, suck in your belly button and lift your heart as if somebody has a string pulling your heart up to the ceiling. So you want to keep this engagement in your core so that you can protect your lower back. And this is a perfectly fine boat. If you want to take it further, lift your feet up. One more step, reach your arms forward towards your toes. Hold it here. Hold boat pose, Navasana for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Hug your knees in, forehead to knees, deep breath in, and exhale it out. Round 2 of boat pose, again coming back to any variation, any level that you want to take it to. Set it up strong, again imagining that string pulling up your heart to the ceiling, sucking in your belly button, protecting your lower back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Hug your knees in, forehead to knees, deep breath in, and exhale it out. Last time here, boat pose. Take it up, maybe straighten your legs this time, building all that hip flexor strength, all the core strength for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Hug the backs of your legs and come all the way up, down to the mat. Bring your knees in with you, hug your knees in, and rock side to side, massaging your lower back. If we drop early, then make sure you take your Shavasana before you end practice. So a really essential pose. Now hug your right knee to your chest. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, forehead comes to knee, crunching it in, press your lower back to the mat. Inhale, head and shoulders go back down. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale, head and shoulders go back down. On the exhale, take a twist by bringing your right knee over to the left. Right arm out as a T, gaze to your right. Stacking your right hip on top of your left hip. And using your left hand to maybe gently pull your right knee down towards the floor. Breathe here. Maybe your heart rate is starting to slow down. Just observe. Spinal twists again are a great way to start the morning. Slowly come back to center. Give your right knee a tight squeeze and release it back out long. Hug your left knee into your chest. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, forehead comes to knee. Inhale, head and shoulders back down. Exhale, forehead comes to knee. Inhale, head and shoulders back down. On the exhale, take the supine twist. Left knee comes over to the right. Take your left arm out as a T, gaze to your left. Trying to keep both shoulders on the mat. Stacking your left hip on top of your right hip. And breathing into your twist. If you find that you need any of these poses for longer than I'm holding it, go for it. You can always tune me out and stick with what your body needs today. Slowly come back to center. Hug your knees in and then plant your feet down for bridge pose, grazing the backs of your heels with your longest finger. Just to make sure your knee is stacked on top of your ankle, your feet are hip distance apart. On your next inhale, press your feet down and lift your hips up. You're just going to hold one bridge here. Maybe interlacing your fingers underneath you if you want. You don't need to. You can just leave your palms on the mat. Keep pressing your hips up and shooting your tail forward. Imagine that straight line from your knees to your hips to your shoulders. Breathe here. Keep your gaze up at the ceiling. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take another deep inhale. Exhale, lower down slowly, vertebrae by vertebrae, allowing your tailbone to come down last to the mat. Hug your knees in one more time. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Exhale, forehead comes to me. Hold it here in a tight ball, curling your tailbone up, curling your shoulders up. Forehead meets your knees. Hold it. Hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Shavasana. Final resting pose. Take up space on your mat. Elongate your legs out. Allow your ankles to flop open. Your palms open up, arms by your side. Relax your shoulders down. Notice if you have your shoulders pinched. Tuck your chin in slightly so that your neck is not arched and the back of your head is resting comfortably on the mat. Soften everything down now and let go of any control over your breath. In yoga, we do controlled breathing, except for Shavasana, where we let go of the breath, let go of the body, allow it to sink down into the mat and observe. Take your Shavasana at your own pace in case we get disconnected. Take Shavasana as long as you want to.